Hey guys, I'm Perry, a pro jungler in the NACL/Academy League. I played on Dignitas Academy last year, and I've been maintaining Challenger for the last 3 years. I'm currently like rank 100. Today we're going to be looking at a Diamond level game, Diamond 3. This game was played, I think, literally today. We're going to be talking a lot about Viego specific things, but really talking about the fundamentals. Our student here, um, he's trying to play collegiate. He's trying to play, you know, more competitive gameplay. So we're gonna make sure we nail the fundamentals, make sure we understand a little bit more about how we can, you know, learn from solo queue and learn how to bring our solo queue habits into competitive. And the last thing is this guy climbed from what was it, Emerald to Diamond? You said. Um,
Yeah, yeah. Well, this account was silver to diamond
wow,
in 2 months,
cool. So
I
pretty
think.
much tell me the story real quick on how you got to Diamond.
Yeah, yeah. So, I've been playing since season 8, started season 8. Well, I've been playing since season 7, started plat or ended plat 1 season 8 when like the whole Elo inflated thing happened, and then I got hard suck plat 4 playing ADC. Last year I swapped to jungle and started maining Viego, and then this season I started taking it serious, hopped on a different account, and I just really wanted to see how far I could go. So I started watching a bunch of jungle content and got a lot better, a lot faster. And yeah, I somehow hit diamond for the first time. I was really happy with that, but then I was like, what if I hit masters though? So still trying.
Cool. And you said there was like a video, right? Me and Nathan that we did
Yeah, yeah,
that like
yeah.
helped with
The
that, right?
Nathan, yeah, the Nathan Mott video helped a ton with a bunch of like fundamental stuff. I mean, Viego specific build stuff. I learned that like Kraken and Triforce were pretty much enough damage to do whatever, and then you want to build like tanky after that. And I think that build pattern kind of idea on Viego was like the best thing to ever hear because every single game I'm just like, all right, got my core, got my damage. What can I build that I won't die and can get my reset off? And that mindset helped me a ton to improve like winning fights and stuff like that.
Awesome, man. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you that you watched a video. Like honestly, I didn't even know what I was doing. I just walked in, Nathan asked me, and I did it. And I'm glad it had a positive impact on you. And I mean, yeah. So we're
Yeah,
gonna
bro.
go ahead and just begin from here. So I always do this in every single one of my coaching sessions. We go from the basics and we talk about lane priorities. Okay. So what do you think goes on top lane, mid lane, and bot lane? We go top down.
Yeah, so I was looking at that at the beginning. I was pretty much thinking Aatrox and Trend are just gonna kind of fist fight. They're gonna be trading and stuff, so I want to be around their lane in case something goes crazy. Same with Ryze and Anivia. No one's really gonna die, but they're gonna be hitting each other. And then bot lane is I was assuming that Ashe and Zillion are gonna push in because like Zillion proximity on waves with his bombs are gonna like push in the wave a little bit. So I was playing towards bot side with Prio just because I might be able to get gank off, but I was thinking about like possible three camp to top or mid.
Cool. So let's just think about Prio. Like I'm glad you told me a bit about the lanes. The Trinity versus Aatrox, who's getting Prio? Nathan's
Uh,
best guess.
best guess probably Aatrox.
Okay. So Aatrox's Q is 14 seconds, level one. Okay.
Yeah.
Does that change your answer?
Um, kind of, but like it AOE's the waves, no? So like, wouldn't he shove faster if he's like
R-
wanting to shove?
right. Trinity E is like an 8 second cooldown, maybe 10, and his auto attacks just
Okay.
deal significant more amount of damage than this guy, plus lethal
Yeah.
tempo. Right.
Oh, and he has. Yeah, yeah. So
But
he definitely.
but you believed at the start that Aatrox has Prio, so we're gonna keep it as this. And what we're gonna do is what I want you to do as well is every time you go to 250 in the game, okay, we're gonna see who actually has Prio. Because I could be wrong, you know. And you pretty much do this every single game, and you learn. You gradually gain more information as to why a laner got Prio or not. Maybe this guy got hit by all three Qs. Then yeah, he might lose Prio. Okay, how about mid lane?
Yeah. I was assuming that Anivia would have prio just based on what I know about mid, but
Okay,
very foggy knowledge on mid lane. So yeah.
sure, sure.
And then I thought Ashe and Zillion would push in bot.
Okay, so both of your side lanes here, pretty much in your head, have no prio. Okay, so the next question you want to ask is, let's say you gank top, right? And Kha'Zix comes and you 2v2 it. Are you winning this 2v2 top fight?
Hell no.
Okay, what
Losing
about
hard.
what if you gank bot and Kha'Zix ganks counter ganks bot and you fight 3v3? Are you winning this bot 3v3?
Also probably losing.
So if you ever interact with a lane and the Kha'Zix comes and you believe that there's no prio and they're going to be winning, right, you just need to keep in mind that it's actually okay to not do anything in the early game. Normally what happens when laners have prio is when they hit level 6 or first item, they become significantly stronger. Okay? So let's say you're both level 6, level 6, level 6, these guys level 6, and now you fight 2v2. How do you feel about that?
I still think we lose top, but I think we win bot.
Cool. So just keeping that in mind means I'm actually okay to power farm this game, full clear my camps once or twice, hit level 6, wait till the timer is like 6, 7 minutes, 8 minutes to take my first fight. If there's no opportunity in the game, that's completely fine. Okay? So
Yeah.
especially when you have laners with no prio in your head, you need to not feel pressure to do things as a jungler. Okay? Feeling
Hmm.
pressure to do stuff as a jungler is the worst feeling possible, and if you are feeling pressured by any of your teammates, there's this button right here. It's magical. You just mute their pings. Okay?
Yeah.
It's
I've been
actually
learning that
magical.
one.
Mute their pings and play your own game. And that way, you're not making choices that aren't your own. It's always going to be your choices. So on top of not only you making the best choices for yourself, you get to learn. If the choice is really bad that you make, you get to learn from it. Okay,
Yeah.
so the first thing we always talk about, every single game I want you to load into, I want you to check who has priority, make your best guess. Okay, and always path to priority if possible. Okay, the next thing I want you to talk about or think about is volatility, aggression. Okay, so I'm gonna do this quickly. This guy has ignite and electrocute. Normally, when you see rises, they have teleport. Okay, and they have something like maybe comment, maybe area, maybe spellbook, something not electrocute. Instantly, that tells my mind that this is gonna be a clash. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of blood mid. Okay, look at bot lane.
Yeah.
Ghost, exhaust, ghost, exhaust. Bot is not gonna be that
Yeah.
spicy. These guys are chilling. Okay, top lane, Trinamir and Aatrox, you mentioned it. It could go both ways. But the big lane here that's gonna be aggressive, going to be volatile is mid lane. Okay, like 100% because of what this guy's taking, what this guy's taking here. Okay, but normally when you think about Rise actually does not want to do stuff crazy. But you can tell based off some runes, some summoner spells, and just how they're playing in the game. So I want you to always keep in mind about volatility and aggression, and it helps you make better decisions when you're pathing. The last thing I want you to think about is what is good for your laners. So if I were to quickly ask you, let's ask Trinimir's ideal level 1 through 6, first 10 minutes of the game, like, what does he want to do? What's his perfect world? And it doesn't involve killing the enemies. Okay, perfect world for Trinimir.
Just farm up, hit 6, and then split push all game.
Cool. So literally, he's really happy with just farming, hitting level 6, right? And getting first item. Right? What about Anivia?
Yeah. Nibby wants to also hit 6 and have wave control.
Right? Have wave control. So if she's ever pushing, okay, that means you want to be with Anivia. So if she's way too far up in the lane, you can counter gank. Okay, and let's say your
Yeah.
Anivia has wave control and you 2v2 mid. How do you feel about this 2v2?
I think we win. For
Yeah,
sure.
I think for sure, especially if you have wave control.
Yeah.
Okay, how about bot lane? How about Zeri Lulu? Should be really easy.
I think we win until 6,
Oh,
just because of Zillionaire.
I meant
Oh, are we talking?
yeah. What do they want to do? Like, what's ideal for Zeri and
Oh,
Lulu?
what do they want to do?
Yeah,
They also want to hit 6. Huge, huge power swing.
right. And then you always, always, always you ask what's ideal for yourself, but you need to keep in mind that all of these guys are really okay just scaling. So if you full clear
Yeah.
3 times this game, you are happy.
True.
Okay, so coming into the game, not feeling pressured is really important. Let's say this guy wants to make the game crazy, this guy wants to make the game crazy, this guy wants to make the game crazy. They're playing more aggressive champions. You still have someone who really wants to scale. Okay, let's say this guy's a Nasus or something, right? You should never feel forced to make plays with these guys if it's going to be losing. If it's not going to work, don't do it. Just relax, okay? Just relax. Pretty much
Yeah.
the TLDR here is never feel forced to do anything. Okay? You are the jungler. You are in control of your mouse slash keyboard. Mute your teammates. If your teammates are giving you really bad information, if they're really fucking with you, if they're hurting your brain, mute them.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's a lot
That's
about
a
the early
huge
game.
problem for me.
Yeah. You gotta mute them right away. The moment they ping you, the moment they piss you off, like they could even just like mess the fight up. They can mess the 2v2 up. Let's say Anivia messes the 2v2 up. Just mute them,
Yep.
because you're just gonna be angry at them. But pretty much this is the formula you want to have every single game. And once you start pathing to the right lanes is when you move on to more advanced paths. But pretty much you always want to be pathing to lanes with prio or just in the right direction. Okay? So the best case for you, do you feel like you can get invaded by Kazakhs?
Yeah.
Right?
I
So
think Kha'Zix is like beats me until 6, or I mean past 6 until like level 13 or something.
sure, it takes a while. You need first item, and even then, Kha'Zix is annoying. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's like hard beat, or maybe like 60-40. But it's definitely not favored for you. So if
Yeah.
you were to get level 3 invaded, okay, which side would you want to be on? Which side is easier for you to defend? Top side or
Um,
bot side?
I'd say top side probably,
Why? How come?
just because both mid and top lane are kind of, in my eyes, we're kind of even. So I'm gonna have laners able to help me.
Versus this, sure,
Yeah, yeah.
cool. So is it good for Tryndamere and Anivia to move?
No, it's not great for them.
Okay, right. But I agree with you. And the reason is not because of my laners, it's because if you drop a ward right here, right, there's no way for Kha'Zix to really get to you. Okay, and if you pull
Yeah,
the camp to here or to here, you're gonna be really safe on your red buff. Okay, so pretty much in my head, with everything we've calculated, okay, our the entire game is pretty stable. It's pretty fine. There's no crazy things happening other than mid lane. So I'm okay to just keep full clearing and be as defensive as I possibly can. Okay, so you're never trying to like flip a camp. You're never trying to flip it like flip a 1v1, flip a 2v2. You just want to play as stable as you possibly can. Okay, so in this
yeah.
game, I'm actually completely down to just path top. Okay, and then
At top.
drop a ward here.
Okay.
Okay, because if Kha'Zix wants to invade me, and he does these camps, and he has many different angles, especially if they're balling as prio, like Lulu moving is good. It's better than Tryndamere and Anivia by a lot.
Yeah.
But we're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna have prio. If Lulu moves, it's actually really bad for our lane. And Zillion wants to move. If you think Zillion has prio, Zillion wants to move. Right? So normally if you're playing defensively for yourself and there's no urgency to come bot lane, you just path the top and be defensive.
Okay.
Okay. So that's a lot about the early game, and now we're gonna look at the actual gameplay. Okay. Let's see
Yeah.
where you path. Okay, so we go for early level one um position here. Okay. So one thing you could do is that ward is fine. Um No, that word is fine. Okay, so one thing you do is you switch to sweeper pretty early, right? And you're passing to bot. So this word actually provides you a lot of information. It tells you what Kha'Zix is kind of trying to do. But
Yeah.
you have sweeper, right? Why?
I usually take sweeper early to clear like bushes for early ganks, but I guess this game it wouldn't really make sense if I'm trying to full clear.
Right? You're trying to you're relax this game, and not only that. Let's say you're trying to gank a lane. Let's say you're trying to gank top lane. Okay? If
Yeah.
there's a ward here and you sweep it, is that gonna change your gank?
No, it's not gonna do anything.
Right? If you're gonna gank top lane because their wave is this far up, you sweeping the ward right here does nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you think it's a good top gank, having red or blue trinket, or sorry, red or yellow trinket doesn't change anything. It's better
Mm-hmm.
if you have a yellow trinket so you can drop a word right here to give your top laner more information when he gets to play the next sequence. Or to drop a word here, drop a
Yeah.
word here, drop a word anywhere. If you're not playing the map
Okay.
aggressively, then you should always take yellow trinket. But on top of that, even if you are playing aggressively, red trinket literally does nothing in the early games. It's very
Yeah.
kind of useless because when you're ganking, you're running through the ward. So you're gonna sweep the ward, you're gonna come back, and it's still gonna be there.
Mm. Yeah, it's very habitual, backing for red trinket.
Yeah,
I guess I
yeah, you jump a ward and then
don't
back for a
think about
trinket.
it too much.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
but I've been finding that people have a lot better like results with just taking yellow trinket because it provides a lot of information for them that they otherwise would be lacking, and it also makes it so the laners feel protected. And if you when you get information on the enemy jungler, it's really valuable. Okay, so
Yeah.
here clear looks pretty good. Okay, I never want to say that ever again. Okay, pretty much. I don't care if you have the timers. These timers are fine, but never use whatever Control X or whatever. Never check stats like this.
I
This
know, I
time,
know. I popped it for a second. I popped it
okay,
for a
sure,
second.
sure,
I don't
sure,
look
sure.
again.
Good. But this
I'm
whole
done looking
time,
at stats, bro.
right now, this whole time, I need to look at mid. I need to look at bot. I need to look at top. Okay.
Yeah.
So you do it for a second, okay, not the end of the world. But what I really need to look at is what's going on mid, what's going on bot, what's going on top. So you tell me you don't use F keys, that's fine. Click here, right? So
Yeah.
to begin the early game jungling, you must collect information on your laners, right? Not to just build a good habit, but to just know what's going on so you can make good decisions.
Yeah. I'm constantly like watching minimap icons and health bars for my teammates, but I need to work on clicking around. It's just a habit I need to build up still.
Yeah, I mean for the
But
most part,
I
if
know
you're
I need to do it. It's just
yeah, and we'll talk more about habits towards the end. Sorry, but this is good. If you're watching this and you're watching the position, that's actually really good. Okay,
yeah.
so you still have some part of it down. Okay, but now let's actually go through the game, right? We did our early game checks and we thought top has no prio and bot has no prio. What's happening is bot has prio, mid has prio, and top's even, right? So Zeri and Lulu actually got prio, and I'll tell you why. Okay, Zillion's Q is again like around 12 seconds or something, and it's really, really useless. If Zillion ever uses his Q on the wave, Lulu would just walk up and beat the shit out of him, pretty much. Because Lulu's autos are stronger
Yeah.
and her abilities just deal more damage straight up. Okay, so the problem is, what is that, Ashe, I think? They have Ashe? Is that right?
Ah
Yeah.
shit.
Ashe is stronger than Zeri level 1, but not that by that much. Okay, so this Lulu will run the lane in the bot lane. So Zillion can't do anything. So their bot lane does have prio. Okay, and you pretty much just want to, even if you can make some messed up reasoning, as long as you can try to figure out why these guys have prio, even if you could say like, hey, like maybe the bot lane messed up, or you want to go into the VOD and like look at it, you want to do this every single game, especially in competitive. It's super important. Okay, so right here, decision making, right? So we see a lot of fighting. Okay, tell me what's gonna happen in the next two waves. So this is wave one. Wave two is not spawned just yet. It's gonna spawn in 5 seconds. What are these guys doing, and what are these guys doing?
I mean, they're trying to farm, but like if one team kind of goes in on the other one, someone's gonna die.
But
So
but just with the
they're
waves,
trying to
like
kill each
just
other.
with the waves.
Just with the waves.
Yeah, just talking about the waves here.
Tr- uh, I mean, I think like since the Zillion and Ash are healthier, they're gonna try to shove in, and Zeri's not really gonna be able to farm.
Cool. So they want to shove in, right? And Zeri and Lulu are gonna get pushed back all the way. Okay. With
Yeah.
this HP, if you come to gank bot and Kha'Zix is there, do you win?
No.
No. Right. So the moment you click down here, I'm wondering what you're thinking. So tell me, what were you thinking in this moment right here when you decide, hey,
I
I'm
was
gonna go to
thinking like
Lulu?
I moment of weakness. I was like, I'm just gonna pass straight there, and then I realized,
Right. So if you want to gank bot, what's gonna happen is their bot lane does not need to do anything with this wave just yet. What they're gonna do is they're gonna slow stack it, right? And the
yeah.
wave that's important is not wave one, but it's wave two, all the way back here. It's this wave. This wave right here, wave one, doesn't matter. Wave two is the wave they're gonna crash. Okay, these guys can't crash wave one fast enough. It's literally impossible. Not in front of these guys' face. All
Yeah.
right. So what's gonna happen is you have time to do one camp and then go all the way down. So if you really want to gank bot for some reason, you really think it's gonna be winning 3v3, you can do one camp and then go bot and match the timer of this wave. So you want to be parallel to this wave.
Okay.
As the wave is touching the next wave, right? As this wave that's gonna spawn is touching the next wave, pretty much you want to be there. So as this wave is almost there, you want to be running with this wave right now if you wanted to go bot lane.
Yeah.
So keep that as a
I see.
principle. Whenever you interact with lanes, you always want to be parallel to a wave. Okay? So that way, when you're in this bush, this wave is crashing in the middle, and when the fight breaks out, you're there. Okay? Anytime earlier, anytime later is kind of waste of time. Anytime later is still works, but it's not ideal. You want to be there as the wave
Hmm.
crashes in the middle. Okay? Finish are clear. This is fine. The whole time I need to know more about what's going on mid. I need to know more about what's going on with the wave. I just want to know what's going on top. Right. So again, collecting
Yeah.
information. We're lacking a lot of what's going on here. Did Anivia TP? She's full HP this whole time. She's been TP. What's Ryze's HP? I want to know. I haven't seen. Right.
True.
Your Anivia's full HP, but what does that mean? Like, is Ryze full HP still? I don't know. Right. Because Ryze has prio. Okay. Ryze can crash this wave
Yeah.
and come and give you like make your day really bad. Okay, and we don't know if it's gonna be a good or bad fight because we don't know what Rise HP is. Okay, the next thing is not to look at this crab and really think about this crab. It's this crab is useless. Okay, so pretty much let me just write this rule down. Okay, it's a simple rule. First crab is useless. Okay, you only ever do first crab if you have nothing else to do. Okay, what I mean by that is again, what's going on bot wave? What's going on mid wave? Is there a gank?
Yeah.
Right? Is there an opportunity? We have no idea. We have no info. Okay, but pretty much this crab is almost always a bait. If you get a bot gank off while their jungler gets this crab, or you get a mid gank off while their jungler gets a crab, it's like really good. Very, very good for the game.
Okay.
Okay, so this whole time here, I so it's suffocating. But see if you actually skip this crab right now, what's happening is look there's a wave right there. That's wave 5. Okay,
Yeah.
and wave
Yeah.
5 is going. And you finish your full clear. You make it a little bit later, but pretty much the timing is can you make it to bot lane before Ashe and Zillion crash the wave? What do you think?
No way.
You
I
think
mean, if
Ashe
I
and
if I if I don't kill the crab for sure.
yeah, for sure no way. But if you just bolted it right now,
Yeah. Yeah. I could make it.
right? Yeah. So if you went now, you would make it for sure that let's say Ashe and Zillion see you and they run, maybe they lose flash or something. At the very least, Ashe and Zillion have not crashed their wave, and that guarantees Lulu and Zeri better scaling, better wave position, better like a better game, pretty much. It makes their game
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're looking here. We're
Okay.
looking here.
This is a bit of what I was talking about at the beginning.
Okay. That's not the end of the world. You
You'll
got his
you'll see.
flash, and the wave is really good.
Oh, just wait.
You just wait. Okay. So right now, you see this. This guy's 1 HP. This guy's 1 HP. The recalling. Really, like, no flash. I want to kill him so badly. Okay. Are you telling yourself are you keeping in mind how important this camp is right here?
uh, no.
Are you even thinking about this camp?
Well, so I'm like, I know Kha'Zix is top side. He's
Yep.
like on
Yep. On the
that
top.
camp essentially.
Yep.
He's in that bush up top side. So I'm like, yeah. But I'm not thinking about the importance of the camp now.
Right. So there's two things here. One, if you leave recall within the next 2 minutes of you being in bot side after you full clear, their Ashe can't play. Down flash. Right? I don't think Zillion
Yeah.
flash, but Ashe can't play. Okay? The faster you recall, the faster you get to bot on the next sequence, the better the game will be. Okay? Your victory should not be right now, but it should be later. Unless this guy's obviously like a super super free kill, but this is not a super super free kill. Okay? I would
Yeah.
never take a risk like this. It's very very
Yeah.
bad.
It's this is so bad. I
Okay?
fumbled the bag too. That minion.
Yeah, yeah, and Master emoted you as well, so he got the mental
I
warfare going.
know.
One thing I do actually is I put the emotes as small as possible in the interface. So like, if you told me you're an emotional player, so you should do all of these things, all these small things. I'll tell you after. Um,
Yeah. I
but
don't even notice emotes in mastery.
okay,
Honestly,
okay,
it's
that's
just
good,
the
that's
the
good,
pings.
that's good, that's good.
Yeah.
So right away, you're not happy with what you did, and that's not a bad thing. What's bad is I want to see you thinking about the next play to make. Okay, what I mean by next
Yeah.
play, because there you go. So that's you pinging, right? Next thing I want you to see is like I want to see you looking at waves. Okay, but pretty much all this downtime right here that you spent pinging. I mean, you didn't spend that much time, but all this time thinking you're such a shit player. Like, why did you do that? You're so bad. Like, you're actually building a worse habit by telling yourself that in the game. Okay, I did this for
Okay.
literally 2 years. Right? It's really
So
really bad mentally.
the reason I'm paying myself also is not just that, but like I like to let my teammates know I fucked up, so then they're like, okay, this guy's like not just gonna grief me. I don't know. In my head, it makes sense. Like they're like, okay, he made a mistake and he's aware of it, and it makes them like not tilt at me. So then they play their game better. That's why I ping myself here for sure.
Yeah, I think that's not actually the worst thought. I think just being yourself once and like let go. But
Yeah, yeah.
the moment you're like spamming yourself, it's actually like worse. I think.
Okay,
But
that's
it's fine.
fair.
No, I
I
understand.
think.
I understand why this actually does have a good positive impact on your teammates.
Yeah,
But at
yeah.
the end of the day, when you go into review, what you're looking at is like why you did this how bad it is, and I'll explain how bad it is, right? Because if you leave, Ash has no flash. You'll be able to play for this dragon super easily because if they come to fight, right? If they come to fight, Ash has no flash, so the fight will be
Hmm.
super winning for you, and you have flash advantage. Let's say there's a gank bot, you have flash advantage, right? You can kill the Ash
Yeah,
super easily. Okay, so dying here
and
is
I
not
burned
great.
my flash here too.
And exactly, and you burn your flash. So even if you went 1 for 1 and you lost your flash, it's worse for the next sequence.
Yeah,
Okay. So Kha'Zix is up here doing your camp, and if you actually recalled early and you just walked there, you would have made it a little bit late, but you would have been able to contest him. And
yeah,
if he does do what he did, he overstays, you're gonna be up tempo for the rest of the game. Okay, but
yeah.
now
So I'm like,
it's a bit rough.
when I see him here, I'm thinking I can fight him with Tryndamere because I have pickaxe advantage,
Yeah.
but
So
did not go that way.
look at what you do, right? You queue for all of these, right? That's a
Yeah.
very important ability. It's 5 seconds.
Hmm.
Right? Kha'Zix Q is like
Not
three
worth.
seconds, 2 3 seconds. No, no. So if you want to play for this, that's a lot of gold. That's a lot of gold. That's a lot of EXP. Okay. But look at what you do the next sequence. You go
Uh,
melee range.
I see the
You don't
problem.
even walk back, right? And space and dance, right? You just walk into him. Look at your clicks. You're just walking into
Yeah,
him. Don't care. You're down Q. You're down your E.
that's true.
Okay. You would destroy this guy if you had your Q here,
Yeah.
right? But you use your Q on the camps, which is fine. Just make up your mind. You can't win this
Okay.
fight and use all of your abilities. It makes it too hard. Okay, so I probably would do the exact same Q you did, but the moment I know I have no Q, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step back and dance. I'm gonna dance pretty much. If this guy
Yeah.
walks forward, I'm walking back. If this guy walks back, I'm walking back. Pretty much, and I'm dancing. I'm keeping him
Hmm.
occupied as possible, right? And if this
Well,
guy keeps walking away, I'm going to charge my W, and then the moment he comes forward into me, I'm walking back. Again, you're just dancing.
okay. Yeah. Because I mean, the reasoning in my head why I did this is he's running. He's gonna run away because I'm so much stronger. I want to trap him here and fight him. But I guess if he's walking away, I can kind of just bait with the charge W and keep him there
Yeah,
anyways.
he's not going anywhere when he's this close to you. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
He's not
Yeah.
gonna magically disappear. You have a decade to chase him, pretty much. He's not. That is a long, long time to get there. Long time to get like any,
Yeah. Yeah.
and your E's gonna come up, and you're gonna get a flash here, right? By
Uh
playing
huh.
it too fast, it actually makes it worse. Okay, and
Okay.
most of the time, these junglers will not just walk away and show respect. They know you have item advantage. They're not just gonna walk away. You can't assume that. You
Yeah.
need to play it to like these guys will do whatever the fuck they want, and it's worse for
Yeah.
you to just walk into it. Okay, so you take okay trade, you E, you're pinging, sure they're using a lot of their abilities on you, you barely make it out. Okay, okay. And this whole time, what's happening is Tryndamere is trying to catch his wave. Tryndamere is losing minions here if he doesn't catch this. Right, so Tryndamere is like reluctant to move this whole time because he's losing he's losing waves. Oh my god, you pinged yourself for the rest of the fucking game.
I know. I know. I know.
Yeah, it's a
It's
bit
just for
much.
there. It's just there.
It's just a bit
It
much.
was a bit much. It was a bit much.
Um, so here this is good. You ping twice. This is good actually. This is pretty good. Um, but look at what Tryndamere is doing. The moment Tryndamere is actually not playing with you here, I mean he's walking to you, sure. Um, but he doesn't think he's winning. I don't necessarily think so either. The moment you lose all your HP, right, it's too lost. If you kept your HP
Yeah.
high, maybe, you can what
Hmm.
you could do is you could W auto him and then walk away even. But what you do is you
Yeah.
W him and you like you're melee range of him right now. You know you could have
Yeah.
autoed from here and you'd be happier. Um, But yeah, the situation is really unfortunate, and the biggest thing to be upset about is what happened down here. From here. Okay, it's all byproduct of what happened over there. Okay. So not the end of the world. Tryndamere, look how much Tryndamere is losing actually from all of that. He's not happy. Okay, and we're getting camps here. Okay, so I had a discussion with um my last student about this. Okay, and taking two topside camps is worth a lot. Okay,
Yeah. It's like four
Dragon.
camps, right? For double
What was that?
value,
Sorry.
essentially. Because like if you take in my
Oh
head,
yes, yes, sure,
taking
sure.
jungle
Yeah, yeah.
camps like
That makes it so
2x.
he can't get it right.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but taking dragon actually does a lot,
Oh
right?
yeah. I love early dragons.
It does a lot for your teammates' mentals. It does a lot for like just for the game, for the scaling, for there's many reasons. And I can always give them, but I think you get the idea that Dragon is really OP, right? So what I'm doing here is Kha'Zix has all of his camps up, right? And you know this, and that's why you're invading here, right? You know this. All of his camps are gonna be
Yes,
up.
yes.
So if he runs straight to Dragon to contest you, he is losing time on all of his camps. So that's actually effectively making it so he loses time on his camps, right? Because he's
Yeah,
clearing his camps later. If he does two camps and then you do two camps, right? He's still later than you. You would finish his camps first, right? And then do the dragon, and then he comes to contest you. He's not doing these camps anyway, right?
true.
But the question is, do you win the 4v4 bot lane? Right? And in my head,
I
this guy has
didn't.
prio, and these guys steal off prio, and I think they have flash advantage. They're going to be winning.
Yeah,
They're going to have prio the whole time. And like we discussed, if Ashe comes in with no flash, it's very easy to jump her. If any of these guys walk in by themselves, you guys are gonna be stacked together as four. You have a Nivea who's really good at doing the dragon with you. If you communicate that this dragon is what you want, I guarantee you these guys are very happy to take this dragon with you. If you ping them
yeah, true.
30, 40 seconds in advance and they have a wave shoved. The reason why people don't move is because their wave is under their tower and junglers are pinging for help. Like obviously they can't move. But in this game they have
Yeah.
perma prio. They can move. Okay?
Hmm.
So I don't think it's the worst to invade here. It's actually pretty good for the actual game, but for consistency and to play off fundamentals, I personally would rather clear wolves, clear Gromp, and just play the dragon.
Yeah.
Okay, and especially in a
So
competitive environment, this bad boy right here wins you games like way more than this bad boy right here.
yeah, yeah, that's true. I mean, in my head, I did not win the 4v4 because I'm thinking I just fed a kill bot lane. Ashe has a kill on her. My bot lane's gonna be a little bit behind, so I'm just gonna play for a lead for myself for now and then help them later. And that's why I didn't.
Right, so Ash is one kill, right? So she's gonna be up like a longsword or
Yeah, longsword.
like a dagger or something, right? And your bot lane has no sums, sure. And mid lane's kind of low key even. But when you're stacked together as four, what's gonna happen is people walk in one by one to check.
Mhm.
So the advantage you have is not necessarily the combat or item advantage. Zeri will actually be like similar or even items to the Ashe. Like she's not gonna be that far behind. Look at how much CS she's up before she
Yeah,
even
yeah.
ults. I think Zeri's actually stronger here. If you ever held tap, let's see. She has full berserkers. Okay, so they're even. They're completely even, right?
And
No
she has
one's
call.
actually
Yeah,
that much
yeah.
stronger. Um, so like the 4v4 bot is like pretty even strength, pretty much. The reason why being together here as four is so OP, because if two people come from here, one person is like here, one person is here, is so many easy ways to just turn, to just chase
And
someone
then we get
out,
kills that way.
right? And the best thing is people actually love to face check and go in one by one. What they love to
Yeah,
do is they
yeah.
love to just literally in challenger games, they love to go and see what's going on to contest because they think they should contest, and they end up killing themselves. Okay, so not only is it going to be better for you to play for the dragon in most cases, but it makes it so if they come in, they're going to just kind of kill themselves, Loki.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. Um, so I don't necessarily hate what you do. Another thing that Kha'Zix can do is if Kha'Zix can think that far ahead, is he could run straight to Gromp here. He can ask Aatrox to
Yeah.
check after he does his top wave crash. It just I don't like invades because of how much could go wrong depending on randomness, pretty much.
I know, but I was so confident that he's not gonna do that because he just left topside,
Right,
and I his Gromp was like, and was just spawned in. So I'm
right.
like, there's no way he's thinking that like I can go and get my camps here and path downward.
Yeah,
In my head, that's what I was thinking.
yeah. For the most part, I mean, pretty much you're going to be safe here. It's just the games where like you think you're going to be safe and you're actually not, and they come. It's like it's the worst feeling as well. I mean,
Yeah, 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 for sure.
um, but real quick, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a challenge level game real quick. Okay, and what's going to happen is pretty much. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Hold on. Let me pull this up real quick. But I want to show you how OP like objective like playing for objectives and just the enemy's face checking. Pretty much we killed their Zeri bot
Yeah,
lane. Okay, and look, we want to pull the Baron. This guy is by himself, fully by himself. And instead of going straight to the Baron, I kill him. Right? I release it back here. And look, I see an Italy right there. Okay, and what's happening is I'm going to find the Italy. Right? And
I
guess what?
actually watched this clip like yesterday.
Yeah, yeah, like they go in one by one, pretty much. And the
Yeah,
idea
yeah,
is in a challenger level game where all those players were challenger, by the way, it's
yeah.
much easier for it to happen in a lower elo game. So the goal is not to play for this directly, but it's to bring them into a really, really shit position.
Hmm.
Cool. So you're actually in a good game state though, because you've cleared, the entire top side, and you got also the second crap, which is huge. Okay, Kazuki did his bot camps, he's ganking mid. This is good for you to come. Um, and look at this. This is a great, nice kill. Um, this is really good. Oh, nice. Fuck you. You're the goat on Rise or what?
Oh yeah,
Boom. Nice. Good shit. Okay. One thing I want you to think about here is this mid wave. Okay, so look at this Anivia's mana. Right? You saw it a second ago, but pretty much
yeah,
Anivia wants to get out of this lane as fast as possible so she can recall. Okay, so expediting her wave crash is actually pretty good here. Plus, you get EXP and sometimes gold for yourself. But Olivia wants to
yeah,
come out of base as fast as she can, and what's gonna happen is she's gonna use some of her mana, and she's gonna kind of struggle with this wave. Even if you just chuck
yeah.
one Q into the wave, like one EQ here, or just like a Viego Q, it helps a lot.
That's fair. Hmm.
Okay, so you don't need to
Yeah,
steal it. You
and
just help speed her up. Because now look, she could have already been on recall if you just helped her with the wave. Now she's like much more delayed. And what happens is you actually deny the rise even more if you crash the wave faster.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
In my mind, I'm thinking tempo, but I think that is even better because I get Anivia back faster if I have
Yeah,
problems
well,
on
you're
drag.
you're, you're gaining tempo for this guy pretty much.
Yeah, I'm getting tempo for him.
Yeah, which is actually like way more valuable. So you have a lane to play through.
Hmm.
Okay. So this is good. You're using pings. It's really good. You're pulling the dragon out. I like this. Okay, I like this a lot. What I don't like is you staying here.
Let me
Oh,
cook.
oh, oh. You're the goat then. Okay, so I guess
Yeah,
you've been
let me cook. Let
studying.
me
Right?
cook.
I'll let you cook. I gotta take a step back. Okay, so good recall. And again, every single base. Okay, this is good. You're looking at top wave of bits, right? Again, hold tap screen. Right, we need to check who's strong. Okay, who's strong? And the most part for you're the strongest. But who's strong
Yeah,
and who we want to play around. So if I would ask you, you're in this game and you held this tap screen and you had a few seconds, who do you want to play around?
I'm playing around the Anivia for sure.
Okay, so Nivea is in proximity of the Herald, right? Mid lane is in proximity
Yep.
of Herald and the bot, and like bot side. Um, Now you think about the strength between the top side. Are is the Aatrox like super strong in comparison to Tryndamere?
Not really.
Okay, so if you were to fight Herald, how do you feel?
Very safe. Very, very safe. Because I know Kha'Zix is on his bot side camps right now. He just saw me take that dragon, and he was running there. So he's on his bot side camps. He's not going to make it to Herald by the time I'm halfway done. And my Nivea is going to shove in with R. So I'll have her there. We can wall off the Aatrox. No big deal.
Right.
And I love playing for first Herald. I do it like every single game I can because it's such a big gold swing and it's a noticeable gold swing.
Yeah. So if you were to ever 3v3, right, or even 4v4, let's say Lulu and Zillion get involved. Do you think it's losing? Give me like a percent chance of the 3v3
4v4?
going rad, the 3v3 or 4v4 even. Just like, do you ever
Okay.
feel like it's
It's
gonna be
like
that bad?
supports come up.
Yeah,
I think we win.
just like it's 90%, 80%. Like, what is the percent chance of it failing?
I think 85% success
Okay, right. What about 4v4
4v4.
when Zillion's fully involved?
Um, okay, Zillion's a little fed, but it's Zillion being fed. So,
Yeah,
and
so
he doesn't have R. He's not gonna have R by the time he gets there. So I think still like 85%.
yeah, like 85%. Okay, so that means that if this play goes well, it's gonna be really good. And you're taking a really high percent chance to play, which is what you want to do. And the reason why I bring this
Yeah.
up is let's say you're taking a 60% chance to play, right? You have 6 camps up, right? And your game is really, really good right now. If you full
Yes.
clear, buy Bork, come out of map, this 85% chance, right, could instantly swing to almost 100% chance, right?
True.
It's still like, why not take the 85%? Like that's great. You should take the 85%. But to get plays that are like almost impossible for you to fuck up is the ideal world.
Mhm.
right? So let's say Trinimir is perma humping and Anivia is perma humping, then it makes that 85% chance go up even more. The reason why I'm kind of reluctant is because Trinimir hasn't broken out of this like top lane pressure this whole game,
Yeah.
right? But just to keep in mind, what's gonna happen is if you die in this top Herald fight, let's say you get the Herald but you die, you've delayed your entire sequence by like a minute and a half
Yeah.
almost. That means you're not clearing camps for a minute and a half, but they're not respawning. If you did 3 camps then cleared or their herald, it would you would have at least some camps cleared. Um, but pretty much you want to make sure that this herald play goes as well as possible for you after you
So
assess
m
who you want to play with. Go ahead.
um my reasoning for Herald play here is a little different. I know Kha'Zix, so I just backed off of the double kill, and Kha'Zix knows I just backed, and then I went dragon. He saw I took the dragon,
Yeah.
so he's thinking, no way this guy backs and does Herald right now. So he's just gonna full clear up to his camps, and he's not even gonna check Herald. So that's why I did it, because I'm like, I don't want to fight at all. So I'm just gonna take this and do my camps after.
Let's talk about timing here. Okay. He's dead for 7 seconds, right? He has home guard, so it takes him about 20 seconds to get to his first camp, right?
Yeah.
From this point right here, let's see when you start Herald, right? Or Dragon, he's alive. 7:07. Okay?
Yes.
He will be here 7:27. Okay? He will be there.
Hmm.
Maybe a little bit earlier because Kazakh's jump. Okay? Look at when you're done with this. Okay? He's already on his red buff.
True.
Okay? You recall now. He's already on his Krugs. Okay? You're coming here. He's already on the Raptors. Right? So he's done with all these camps by the time you're like maybe like over here. You have a bit of time. Okay? He
Okay.
does not need to touch any of these topside camps. He can go straight to here if he wants.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
the
True.
timing doesn't add up because you don't have time, you don't have the tempo to for him like he's doing something, right? He's not gonna AFK. While you're doing this dragon, he's going straight out of base to do the bot side.
Yeah.
Okay? So you're even tempo right here on this Herald. He's not stuck bot lane right now. Also you just got
Hmm.
spotted there. Okay, by Ash E. So they literally see exactly what you're doing.
Is that spots you?
Yeah, the Ash Hawk shot.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
tripping. I thought it only spotted on the like explosion because it didn't get the little eyes above me.
It may be actually. I don't know. Actually, it's always been weird. I'm not fully sure. Um,
Yeah, I don't know.
regardless, so here, like, look, so mid and top have no prio, right? And Kha'Zix could just be strolling up like this, and if Rice comes like this, you're gonna have to insta R out, and if you don't R out, you're gonna
Yeah.
insta lose. Okay,
Yep.
so waves. If you did red buff, got yourself red buff, advantage for the fight, and connected to this wave, this is a competitive theory, right? You would be parallel to this mid wave as this mid wave hits the middle of the lane. Okay, and when the mid lane hits, you can either show or your Anivia gets the prio by herself, right? And if Anivia doesn't get prio by herself and needs you, you need to show. But let's say
Yeah.
the wave hits the middle, Anivia's here, rises here, and they're fighting. Okay, easy chunk, easy kill, easy like
Yeah.
get the damage off and then go to Herald. But now you've
Hmm.
incorporated the teammate you told me you want to play around. Right now you're not playing
Yeah.
with anyone.
Yep.
And
And
you
it's
want
like
to
almost guaranteed if Rise is dead.
yes, if Rise is dead or Rise is chunked or Anivia at least has prio, like you said, if Anivia is here with you, hell yeah, this is a great position. But right now Anivia is
Yeah.
stuck. He doesn't even want to come because he's scared to
Okay.
like check pretty much. If Kha'Zix and Rise are
Word.
right here, he's really scared. And Kha'Zix could walk around like this and sit right here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right? And even now, luckily you do have a pink hair. Look at how scared this guy is. Like he doesn't even want to interact. He's very terrified.
Yeah.
And plus, he wants to do his wave first. All laners want to do their wave first before doing this. Okay? So if we were to look at the VOD right now, Kha'Zix is probably here. Right? But
Yeah.
Kha'Zix could check this. And if I'm Kha'Zix, the only lane that's winning is top lane right now. Right? And bot's doing decent. But if I'm Kha'Zix, I kind of want to, interact with the Herald. You want to play to your strong side cap. So this is
True.
kind of risky to me. Okay? And it works out well, but you need to keep in mind if this doesn't, because Kha'Zix comes and like you said, Kha'Zix beats you 1v1, what's gonna happen here when this guy moves first and this guy moves first and you need to leave? They're just gonna get Herald for free.
Yeah. Just R out. Yeah.
You just leash them and now you need to R out. Now you've leashed them for not 30 seconds, but 20 seconds, and then
Yeah.
they get
It's
the
huge
Herald,
time waste.
and now you haven't cleared any of your camps. It's a terrible, terrible time
Yeah.
waste.
Yeah. So I like the percent of Kha'Zix in my head coming to that Herald was like zero because I'm
Right.
like he's behind right now. All he wants to do is get his camps up and be chilling and like look for opportunities after that. He needs a win. So he's just gonna full clear. And I'm like, there's no way he checks Herald. And that's why I was so confident about just running into this. But I think getting that guarantee on mid lane is way better.
Yeah.
Uh
So still playing
especially
for
playing around the wave like that.
right. So still playing for the Herald, I like. Like I'm not disagreeing that Herald is probably good. You just need to incorporate your laner into the play. And
Yeah, yeah,
um, like I was talking about, the tempo of the map is actually like this guy's actually not that weak. He's gonna be level 6. I wrote that wrong. He's gonna be level 6. Okay, and he has like okay items. Like you don't have your Bork, right? He's gonna have like two long
true.
swords. You don't have your Bork. You're not that much stronger than him, right? Even if you have your Bork, unironically, like it's still sort of winnable for them, right? If Ryze EWs
True.
you and you're kind of just one shot.
Yeah, yeah,
So you need to keep in mind that, like, especially when you're doing stuff solo, you need to like think, can they come? But most importantly, especially
yeah.
when you have someone to play with, you need to play with them. Okay.
Yeah,
This
and I
is
think while I was doing it, I'm even like concerned that Rise is walking up and getting
yeah,
like
right.
anxiety about killing
Yeah,
it. I'm
yeah,
like,
and
oh man, this
it's
will
a
suck.
it's a terrible feeling. If like the best way to do it is you need to think about waves. Okay.
Yeah.
Think about these waves coming out of your base, so you can crash them together, and then get your ally to connect with you. So especially in
Yep,
competitive,
yep.
when you start playing, scrims and matches and stuff, if you start working with your teammates on their waves, that's all they're focused on. That's all they care about. You will find that it's actually gonna be so much easier to play the game because you're moving with your team and it's a team game.
Mm,
Okay, so here Kha'Zix is, or your Tryndamere is going ape shit, and Kha'Zix comes. Sure, we get a little dizzy here, right? We're never making it there ever. So if you want to do anything here,
yeah.
you're going to this top crab. Okay, and what
No,
you
I
do
was
is
just
you
trying to ping him.
right, right, okay, that's fine. But you see this guy and you should make a choice. Okay, and the choice is either top crab, right? Either look at blue buff to see if it's up, right? Because when you look at him, you see he has it. Okay, so blue buff's not up. Okay, but top crab's up, and all these crabs after the first crab are worth a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can get this crab, get
Wait,
this.
why is that?
The EXP goes up a significant amount. So I'll show you the first
Really?
crab. Yeah, I'll show you the first crab. Okay, you went from like that to that, right? And yeah, like that's pathetic, right?
Wait, I had no idea.
Yeah,
That's
and
crazy.
and when you clear this crab, look at how much you got here. Okay, it's a little more,
What?
because you're going from 5 to 6. It's a bit more. Okay, but it's
That's
still
a huge difference.
yeah, it's still a huge difference for the first and second crab. Okay, and it being 5 to 6, right? That means the EXP range, the threshold is bigger. But yeah, it's a huge difference. Okay,
Is that
um,
new? I thought first crabs used to be
somewhat. I
huge.
think it was started this season. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But pretty much, okay. This is good. Look. Okay. I know you're not doing it intentionally because Nivea has a really good position, but look at what's happening. You're parallel with this wave, and you're actually getting a super good play because you're
Yeah.
parallel to this wave. And look what Rise is trying to do. Rise is trying to push up the wave as far as he can. Even if he wasn't, and he was over here, Rise is gonna try to crash this wave, and you're there. Boom. He's gonna use spells on the wave. He's gonna be stepped up, and you want to wait
Mm-hmm.
for him to go for the wave. So you don't need to feel rushed here. Rise is not going to leave this position until he clears the wave. So obviously Anivia's in a great
Yeah.
position, but this guy's not leaving until he's clearing that wave. So you can even wait here even longer if like it was necessary. Okay, charging W max range. Don't do this. Okay,
So slow.
walk at this guy. You're slowing yourself.
Yeah.
So walk at this guy, and if this guy flashes, this guy. Okay, let's say this guy like maybe not right now, but like he could flash in theory down right now, and he's out.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Dodges
he's
both.
not necessarily
Yeah.
out, but like you're gonna have to exhaust more. You're gonna have to use your ult. You might have to flash. He's still
Yeah.
he's still gonna die. It's just bad principle to start a fight as Viego with your W like this. Walk
So
next to him. Walk to him.
even if it's full charged and
Yes.
like guaranteed hit.
I mean, if it's guaranteed to hit, then it's fine. But normally you're not gonna find that many guaranteed W Viego hits.
Okay.
And like if you're full charging it, your melee range, like if the distance is like if you're closer to him, like he stops to use abilities. If he kept running,
Yeah.
it'd be annoying. But if you're closer to him like this, then yeah, you can charge it. But you're so far away.
Okay.
You never want to start it off like this.
Nah, yeah, if I'm
It's
close, I usually just use it as auto reset.
yeah, as auto reset, but it's still a good stun. It's the same thing as Lee Sin here. You're not going to Q max range. You're going to walk up to him.
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
And then go. You're gonna walk up to him, then use your W on this minion as Lee Sin, and then go. Right? You always want to get as close as you can to guarantee it. Okay. So Kha'Zix's doing this. Nice try. Kha'Zix foxes jump up. This is good. Okay. Right here, moving while autoing. Okay, look at your character. You you auto right here, one auto right there. You just autoed. Okay? You need to move. You need to click. You're doing it here. This is good, right? You autoed and you moved. You click there. You see that input, that little thing right there.
Yeah,
This is really
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Okay? And then you auto Q R. Okay? Boom, and you auto attack right there. 111 as your auto attack, and you look at your standing still. You're in an auto attack
True, true.
reset. So you actually I mean you didn't have to flash, but um you wouldn't have had to at all. Your W and Q are
Yeah,
coming up. So like yeah. Anyway, okay. Um a lot of talking about the early game. What I want to do is you're in a really good position to win this game. Okay? Actually, what the fuck is going on here? Ooh, okay, this is great. Tempo. You have your item. So
yep.
your early
Oh, I think
game
I sit on gold a lot this
you
game.
play to get your first item, then play to pressure as much. So we talked a lot about risk and how dangerous like our decisions can be, right? When you get your first item and you have that as an advantage, the risk drops by a lot, right? By a lot. So your early game should be your goal should be to get your first item, Dragon's Heralds if possible, but your first item, and then now you've entered the mid game.
Yeah,
Okay? Find your ally that's strong, keep playing to them. But you never overstay tempo unless it helps you get your item. But right now you have your item. So you're actually putting yourself off the map and making yourself weaker for the next play by staying on the map right now. Okay, so this whole time actually you should be noticing that you're about to get your item. So this Raptors is one way to get your item, and you want to instantly kill the Raptors, instant recall. Crab is one way to get your item. Mid kill is one way to get your item. So the moment you guys kill this, you know you have your item. So even if there was no crab, you skip everything here pretty much. If this Kha'Zix isn't kind of inting, you're skipping the crab, you're skipping Raptors, and you're insta recalling. Okay, and you're coming out of map as pretty much Thanos,
okay.
and you're applying as much pressure as you can,
I see.
and you're skipping all your camps. You don't need to farm any camps. Okay, but you're losing the game hard here by doing this.
Yeah.
You pretty
I think
much
fear of missing out on crab there kept me on the map. And then I was just like, I'm already here. I'm just gonna full clear.
well, you killed this guy, which is good.
Well, yeah.
You got him right
But that's
for
just
for him
luck.
getting the crab. Sure, but like let's say you wanted to do the crab anyway, which sometimes you can argue crab might be worth, and in this case you could
Yeah,
get like
yeah.
an extra longsword, maybe like a cloth armor or boots even, which is
Hmm.
somewhat worth if you could do the math quickly. But especially since you get this kill, you just need to notice that you have Herald, or no, you don't have Herald. You have Herald and first item and Dragon coming up in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So everything you want to do now is just like be playing with your strong lanes and be resetting and returning to the map. Okay, if you had your first item already in this case, there's an argument that you can stay, but even then you always want to spend your gold when it's 1k plus. Okay, so you put yourself off the map for I don't know, what was that? Not in, like 10 minutes you should have recalled. No, not 10 minutes. 9:50. Okay, we recalled at Jesus 11:30. Okay, so two
Yeah.
minutes of literally we're not even able to play the game because your tempo was terrible. So now Herald's like about to expire. The game's gonna feel rough. Okay, so pretty much tempo this whole time is like your biggest focus. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are we waiting for? Okay, what are those pings? First off, I have a question.
I'm trying to get them to let the wave push in on them.
What is Ash trying to do right now?
Shove in the wave.
Okay, which minion is she hitting? Right, this one, right? Okay, she's
Yeah,
about she's
melee.
about to hit that one, right? She can hit the wave from here, and it's much harder for you to get to. Look at where she is in comparison to you.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
ult,
true.
smite, E, and your W as well. Look, this guy's clicking close to you. You can literally charge your W here the whole time, and it'll land from fog.
Yeah.
This is illegal as hell, right? Because what's gonna happen is Ash is gonna kill these minions. Let's say Ash did kill the minions. She'll just leave.
Yep.
She does not need to stay. Look at how far this wave is. It's not going to be frozen for a long time. Okay, you lost the free kill pretty much from this. And then we got almost Skamaz. And see how putting yourself off the map for 2 minutes
Oh no,
makes it so Herald
not my
is gonna get
Herald.
expired, right?
Oh wait.
It's almost. I mean, oh, whoa, 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 bro. You have Herald right here, Herald, right? The animation on your screen. Okay, right here. The goal is not to kill anyone else here. The goal is to drop Herald and go to the fucking dragon. Never go for kills. Never.
Okay.
When there's a free objective in your face, you do it. Okay.
The reset.
Yeah, but if you just take this dragon here, drop Herald, take the dragon, the game will be literally secure. And this game is not an easy game right now. Look at the score.
Yeah.
Right, so if for some reason you die here, like it's actually so close. It's actually so it's like one literally like a fragment of an auto away from you dying here.
Yeah.
It's like terrible. Like if Ash actually stood still and stopped kiting and just autoed you twice right here, you actually would have died. And then you don't get Herald
True.
off, and then you don't get this dragon. Because your teammates are not doing it. Okay? And these guys are dead
Yeah.
without you. You don't need to do
Yeah. I was
anything.
just gonna say
You
they could
did
have just killed
nothing.
him without me.
So whether
Yeah.
regardless of if they live or die here, you need to do dragon. You're the only one who can do dragon. None of you is not gonna do the dragon for you. Okay, Lulu and Zeri aren't either. Okay, ends up getting the same result, but you do not need to go for those kills. Okay, so in this case, again, staying on the map, right? But when we hold tab, let's see who we want to play around. So our Nivea is still our strong point, and Zeri and Lulu are about to recall, and we just got them kind of like back into the game. Right, our Trinimir is also not doing bad. So pretty much farming is not the worst case here, but you need to align your next play with your teammates. So what I mean by this is like the next thing to play for is no longer dragons, but this herald and potentially turrets. So you just dropped herald bot, gave your bot lane a lot of gold, and that bot tier is one plate. If you recall now, spend your gold. These guys are gonna get like an item, right? You're gonna come off the map. It's insanely strong. You can do one camp, do two camps, then come straight to bot lane and GG the game, pretty much. Suffocate these guys,
Okay.
right? But the goal here from mid game on is to not farm camps. Especially when your teammates are strong. It's like when you
Yeah.
don't have strong teammates, you just farm. You full clear.
I see.
But you have
But like it's a waste of time
infinite
right now.
opportunity right now to do stuff. And it's
Yeah.
not only about this turret that's worth, a lot of gold. It's 150 bonus gold the first turret. It's a plate 160. It's 250 global, and then there's like another 400 local or something. Right? It's like a 1k insta gold here, right here. 1,000 gold
Yeah.
for your
Yeah.
entire team. Right? Not only that, if you come out of base and you play pressure here, you can potentially get camps here. Right? And on top of that, you're denying the enemy waves as well if they like leave. So no matter what, you're
Yeah.
gonna end up winning. Okay, but again, you're putting yourself off the map by staying here. And Ballin won the 2v2, but Anivia came to help as a 2v3, but you would be there for that fight, pretty much, if you recall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, it's good. Holy shit, Bork is broken.
True.
What the fuck was that damage, actually? I need to show some people this. Kraken would never do this much damage, no? I mean, I don't think.
Man, I'm a Kraken lover, but I've been switching.
How does it feel? This looked insane. No, I swear, like,
Yeah. Yeah. It
I
feels
swear
really
it,
good.
it feels better because like this guy has a ruby crystal, right? And then instantly that makes Bork do more damage. When the moment they build
Yep.
any sort of fucking HP, I mean, wow. I don't know. I did not
Well, I
think you would
mean,
one shot this guy this easily.
so Bork like just scales so much better into the late game. I mean, people are like talking about Kraken doing more damage over time to a single target, but if you're taking that long where you're getting like 3 Kraken procs off, it's already a problem. Like you
Yeah,
need
yeah,
to
it's
kill
already a
them and get the
problem.
reset by then.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I like and the Bork slow for Viego being
it's
able to
pretty
stick
good.
to a target is way more important.
I like it too. Okay, I'm glad you're
Yeah.
liking it. Okay, but again, so we just got to kill it. Right, objective is in 10 and is in 5 seconds. Look at where we are. What the frick are we doing here? Do this objective. You can do this objective and then recall and then replay the map. It's just a free objective in your
Yeah.
face. So now look, now when you're doing the objective, your Zeri's about to recall, and so does Anivia. Anivia wants to recall soon too. Now you're
True.
actually if they actually fought you here, you're actually down your Tryndamere and your Zeri. Okay. Okay. We have 2.5k gold. So why are we doing this? This whole time here, you should just be recalling. And if you recall, your teammates will recall. Okay. If you recall and ping them away, they will leave. But when you're walking forward like this, they're not gonna recall. This guy's gonna stay here because you're staying here like this. Okay. So this could go really bad potentially. Also, Wing like this. Why? You
Oh,
never you never want to
for
use you never want to use your W randomly unless it's out of base.
okay.
Okay, it's too important of an ability. Your E is not that random here, but you really should have just recalled. Okay, but if you had your W here, this guy is like Omega dead. But here you're just delaying yourself on the map even more. Okay, and whether or not this guy lives or dies, it doesn't change anything. Okay, you're someone's gonna lose bot wave now, right? You lose the opportunity to use Herald top, to use Herald for these two turrets. Okay, you don't
Yeah.
have any full side control. Your Lulu hasn't recalled for wards yet. You're actually making the map state worse by not recalling and like spending your gold. Even though you're not getting your full mythic here, your full second item, you need to spend your 2.4k gold.
Yeah.
And again, oh god, again.
Dude, it's so bad.
Right, so you can do if you really need to recall and you want to clear camps because you're close, which you were close, you clear your one quadrant and then you recall. So this is a
Yeah,
quadrant, this is a
yeah.
quadrant, this is a quadrant, this is a quadrant. You clear one and you recall. Okay, but pretty much, um, look at okay. So your teammates are doing something messed up, right? But the situation of the game should never look like this if you just recalled after Herald. Okay,
Yeah.
you want to work with this Anivia. This guy is level 8. Zeri is not your friend. Your friends are these two. Okay, they're
Yeah, no,
level
that's true.
12 in your game, and they're up here, and you're on the wrong side of the map right now.
Mhm.
Right? So this game is not entirely your fault, but you're not finding the best plays because, well, you're not with your teammates, the right teammates.
Yeah.
Now it's a little bit late that they've died,
Yeah.
but it's still not the end of the world. You can probably still work um in this game. So pretty much if you're ever using Herald, you're confused, drop it in a lane, and it counts as a person pretty much because the Herald will push the wave. So you don't use the
No,
Herald for the crash. Use the Herald to pressure
yeah,
your lane.
because it kills the minions and like
Yeah,
shoves and
it'll
drags
shove.
further.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll
this
provide more
placement was
vision.
terrible.
Yeah.
I think I was just trying to rush it because I saw my teammates ready for the dragon. I'm like, they're gonna want to do it now. So,
So pretty much your tempo has been really bad the entire game, and you're not playing with your fed teammate,
hmm
and that's what's making this game harder than it should be. Okay, and generally just speaking, you've been sitting on so much gold permanently.
yeah.
Okay, look, what this guy's going 1v fucking 5. What the f is that? Okay, let's see if we could do anything differently here. I mean, you could have altered a little bit earlier, I guess. He was slow.
I think I missed the cue there. The second one.
So look at your positions. Look at Aatrox, and um, you have. I mean, even if someone comes there, look at how far Aatrox is. So right now, this
Yeah.
whole time, you realize a bit late, but this whole time, you should not be in this far in the pit. You should be up here.
hmm
You should be waiting for someone to come in because this is a 4v5 even. Maybe 4v4, but Tryndamere top. Okay, this fight is never coming down to this Herald or Dragon. The fight is coming like it's coming down to a fight, and you need to be in the best position
Yeah.
possible for the fight. And also, if let's say your Nivea uses abilities on Aatrox and you're coming, if Aatrox learns his ult or burns some of his abilities, it's good. You can reset the fight. But it's very likely that Aatrox will just come in blindly, like he kind of was, and just die. And you're very late to react to this.
Yeah.
Okay, but otherwise, this is a 45, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So bad fight. Okay, so bad fight pretty much. So Aatrox is shift. Tryndamere is wanting to catch a wave. Okay, this is your third dragon, maybe second dragon. I don't fully know, but if you're ever in a position like this, it's hard to make the judgment call, but you shouldn't take a fight.
Yeah, yeah.
Just leave.
No, I
Just
know.
leave.
I wasn't looking at Trindamere, and that's why this happened. And then I got tilted and pinged him.
Yeah. I mean, he probably could be here, but I don't know. He wanted that wave very
Yeah,
badly, and you just need to look at the map and assess that hey, he's not with you, so you can't play for
yeah,
this dragon. Okay, but pretty much we've messed our tempo up multiple times in this game, right in the mid game. The early game was not the worst, but we're not collecting any information, and you're kind of playing a bit too aggressively, too forcefully, I would say. And you're assuming a lot of things about the enemy jungler. Um, so the early game was not the worst from what I've saw. The worst came when the mid game, and you're overstaying your tempo a lot. What I'm
yeah.
gonna do is I'm gonna find the next team fight and not really look at what led up to it. Um, and we're gonna watch a team fight, pretty much. Right? Because team fights you can still win games even though the game's not looking too great by winning team fights. This is good. This is good. This is perfect. Okay. This is how you win team fights as Viego. You wait. That's exactly what going second looks like, pretty much. Okay, right before you um take the body here, you wanna use your Viego E. So right here, just
Oh,
wait a second.
true.
Wait a second, then just drop your E. Okay. Oh my god, this is so bad. Okay, look. So this guy is getting hunted. Use a stopwatch there. Look, the play is over. The play is done. You
I know. I know.
never ever you want to use your this or anything more. You want to just go to the Baron with your team. Okay, and even the
Yeah,
smite's not up. It takes 20 seconds to do Baron or longer. Your smite will be up, and your teammates can stall. And if Kha'Zix ever face checks and comes, he's gonna die. Okay, Zeri gets cut. And then yeah. So like for the most part, the timing when you went for the fight was pretty good. But decision making after you have a one game right now.
yeah. The chase after.
You have a one
Yeah,
game. Just
yeah,
stop chasing. You're chasing almost every single sequence. Overstaying on the map again. 2,000 gold. Why? Just recall. Look at what Nivea's doing. Recalling. Okay, Nivea is your best friend, right? Recall. Okay, no one's on the map. None of your friends are on the map. This Lulu is not your friend. Okay, your friends are either in the base or trying to base. This Lulu is not who you want to be playing with.
yeah. No, I know. This was so greedy.
Okay, it's just really risky. And if it goes well, like it goes well every now and then, but it's better to just play for consistency. And now you're upset at this Zeri who was literally in base.
Yeah.
You can't do anything there. And okay, he actually lives, but wow. Now instead of you getting the Baron from the earlier play, you've overstayed the map. You haven't set your gold. You're tilted at your team now. Your teammates probably tilted at you, and you put yourself in a really bad state. I'm gonna look at one more fight,
Hmm.
and then we'll call it because we're going a bit over time. Oh my gosh, what is that? What do you think I just like noticed?
Can you replay it?
Yeah, it's a quiz. It's the biggest quiz.
I have no idea.
All right,
The E not hitting the wall?
it
It
is
does
about
hit the wall.
abilities. Okay, and it's not about
Okay.
E not hitting the wall. It's about you using your E. Period, and your W. Period.
You think not? You don't use them on the drag?
Hell no. You're about to take a
Why
team
not?
fight. You're about to take a 5v5. You want to have no E or W on Viego in a 5v5?
True, true.
Like, why would you ever want to be down abilities in a 5v5 fight? Even in a 1v1 fight. Why would you ever want to be down to
Yeah,
lose your abilities? You pretty much lost your abilities to the abyss.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you do this every single time you've been looking at objectives, pretty much. Okay, so now for the actual fight, when they come in, regardless of whether they stole it or not, you don't have your E. Your E is so valuable here. Your E is so valuable here. Your E could be used Taxi here, it could be used to make these guys feel pressure, right? You don't have your E at all.
Yeah.
Okay, and then here you should E again before you transform. It's fine. Target selection. Target selection here. Who's going to what reset is going to win you the fight?
I mean, Kha'Zix is way better than Ash here.
Oh, for sure, right? So why are we going for Ash? If you
Yeah.
ulted this
True.
guy, plus the Ash is closer to his team, and
Yeah, and the Zillion.
the Zillion is so close to him, and also your teammates are over here,
Yeah.
right? Your teammates are in proximity to the Kha'Zix, and if these guys walk in, Anivia kills them. So just by positioning, you need to play towards your actual teammates, and you're not. So
Yeah.
this fight could have gone so much better, and you could have carried it so much better. Actually, lose it. Jesus, so sad.
I know it's a
Maybe Anivia.
disaster.
Wait, Anivia clutches actually.
Nivea clutch.
Okay, nice. So okay, so there must be another fight that makes or break the game. Okay. Chunk this Ash here. Okay. One Q auto, right? This guy's actually dead, by the way. Look at this Trinamir. Look what he's about to do. Okay, and Zeri's about to wipe. So you pretty much, even if you're not killing this guy, what you want to do is you want to Q auto her, run away with your W. And if they keep chasing
Yeah.
you, the Trinamir's gonna kill them, the Navy is gonna kill them, the Zeri's gonna kill them. Okay? But you just go for a
Yeah.
quick trade here. And as you go for a quick trade, you
Yeah.
always run up. You always run up. You never run this way. That's not where your turret is. That's how your teammates are. Your teammates are all up there.
Okay. True. True.
And Nivea's in fog. You're not. Okay, so you lost your ult for free, which is really bad. Again, the
Yeah.
fight breaks out. Let's see. So what you want to be doing is when you E on Viego, you want to charge your W. Okay, so when you the first moment you won't have your W, but you'll eventually sink into your fog. So for about half of the W like duration, you'll have it up. So when it's fully max range, you'll have it up. Right. So if you charge W right now in fog, like all the way back here, then come into your mist, you can chuck just a long range W at them from fog.
Yeah. A huge stun.
But it doesn't necessarily change too much. Okay, this guy's making their game really easy. Let's see how you play the next sequence. Patience, my friend, patience.
Yeah.
Okay, you're giving them a really easy target for them to hit. Okay, also again, who's gonna win you the fight? Which one? This one or this one? If you kill this
The
guy, you
Aatrox.
actually win the game. You actually win the fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your target selection has been terrible, and you're playing again really fast, really speedy. You don't want to be the one going in first. If this Anivia died, lost her egg, and you wipe, they're all dead. You just kill them by
True.
yourself easily. Anivia wouldn't even die. She has her egg, right? So
Yep.
although it's ending up good, it's like now it's not even in your control whether or not you can change this fight. You're just leaving it to your teammates, which is something you don't want to
But
do.
yeah, the past two team fights, I was kind of just like completely useless. My team carried it both times just because of my positioning and target selection.
Yeah. Also, whoever's closer to your teammate is really important for target selection. But generally speaking, if you can have a choice,
Yeah.
you want to kill this guy over the other one. All right. I mean, what is this? What happens this game? So you've already made a bajillion
Last,
mistakes, but
yeah, Dragon team fight is the next big one.
again, what is going on? You're not even playing with anyone here. Okay, look at your position. Look at your teammate's position. Look at yours. That's all you need to do
Yeah.
here. If you went on this rise, the game is won. Right? Because look, these guys can connect to the
Yeah.
rise.
Yeah.
They're not connecting to the Zillion. Ever. Okay. Go next real quick. Game is still playable. Okay, Nivea's looking. Again, charging W, slowing yourself here. charge your W when the moment you're out of fog. You lose your move speed. Charge your W here,
Okay.
or don't even use W here. Honestly,
Yeah, I didn't need to.
flash is fine. The combo is actually not the worst. Okay, patience, right? You do not need this reset on the Ash. Okay, you do
Yeah, it's
not
a
need
bad
this.
reset.
Okay, so your teammates are either going to kill him here by themselves, or the Ash will somehow live.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you do not need to ult in like this ever. You want to save your ult for the next
Yeah.
stage. Whoa, whoa, whoa! We just did illegal shit right now. Okay, just wait. If you waited here, Aatrox is gonna come in, and Nivea's gonna fuck the Aatrox. Zeri's gonna come over, try to play from this angle, and then you get Aatrox reset potentially. Right, but you're
Yeah.
going in fucking 1v. Look at the position. Look at your position. 1v3
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. I'm just making myself a target.
Yeah, you're putting yourself into really dangerous positions and making yourself a target, exactly. See, now you get the hang of it though. Now you're waiting, but it's too late.
Yeah, it's too late.
You've just lost so much HP on repeat. You don't have your ult, and like your teammates are already like in a bad
They fumble
position to
this
lose
hard.
this. Okay, good. Ooh, this is really bad.
I didn't use the rise Q.
No, no. So pretty much you E W. I guess EWQ works. Yeah, yeah. If you played this better, you could also QEW and he dies or QEQ. Um, but I would also just like EQR on Rise. That's probably what I would do. But yeah, you
I didn't have
probably
time to get my R out. I was spamming it after because I thought my Q was coming out, so I was just spam EQ or EW.
oh no, your ult just doesn't it's not up because
It doesn't. Yeah, it's not
it
up.
takes 2 seconds. What the fuck? Then yeah, you could have probably killed them with your Rise, I guess. Oh, and you just lose here. Oh
Yeah.
no, there's one more fight.
Well, no, yeah. There's one fight, and then
There's one fight in the base with
did I
Zeri.
buy an elixir of sorcery here? Because I'm just trying to like speed through everything.
It happens. But yeah, you feels really really rushed.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, okay, at this point there's nothing to look at because your teammates died by themselves.
yeah,
Just use pings, but
yeah.
there's nothing else. All right, I always do this. If you were to take one or two things from this session, one, two, three, what would they be?
I think biggest things paying attention to my team's position in team fights as Viego because I get very tunnel vision locked in. I need to kill someone, get a reset to win the fight, rather than like I want to win my fight through my team because it's way easier to do. And then tempo, using my gold advantages to do stuff rather than just using them to back and clear my camps faster to the next objective.
Yeah, I mean, just those two things alone, will clean your gameplay up pretty much for the mid game. And then again, the early game is just not you didn't play the worst early game, but you need to collect info. A lot of this
Yeah.
game, you're just not collecting any info. Or at least I can't
Mhm.
visibly see it from you, and um,
Yeah, I use Minimap
it's hard.
for a lot of my info collection, but
Yeah, but
it's way better to look at the lanes because you can't see enemy health off Minimap.
the info is not just the waves, the HP. It's also holding tab and seeing who's strong.
Mm.
That's another big, really important thing, right?
Yeah,
You were
yeah,
holding
I do
tab
not
quite a
do that
bit,
enough.
but towards the mid game, I didn't see you hold tab that much.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'm gonna send you the notes. If you have any questions, feel free to tell me right now. I'll write down the top three things I think you should improve on. And then if you have any questions right now,
Um, Here, I'll let you write these first and then.
yep, this is the
So
most important things.
back when I had like uh Bork
Right.
Like I didn't have it yet, but I had the money.
Right. I remember that tower.
Um,
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, up at when like crab was spawning. So say I do all this, sure, I'm going for the crab, and that's why I walked up there.
Yeah.
And I should back here. You
Yeah.
think walk straight bot for a Rift because I struggle using Rift Herald a lot, like effectively, and like actually making plays off of it. I usually just use it for the gold off the plates.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, I know that's a big topic to tackle right at the end, but
yeah. Normally, as long as you're getting Rift before 14 minutes, it doesn't matter. The most important thing for you to understand is whether or not you have Rift or not. Yes, you're running straight to bot. You're collecting information here. You're dropping a pink here. You're collecting, seeing if Kha'Zix is coming. If Kha'Zix comes, you're gonna
mhm,
one-shot him as he comes. If you don't one-shot Kha'Zix, you're gonna chug him to half HP. You're gonna make it so your laners can like step up. If these guys are this far up and you walk through this, you're going around, you're killing them, right? If
yeah,
Rise is really low, you're gonna dive him. But pretty much you're just applying as much pressure as you can in these two lanes. Alternatively, you can run through top and apply as much pressure in these two lanes. But you're always in proximity of both of your laners, and you're just living in the enemy jungle. Um,
okay,
and if there's like
yeah, I think
if your teammates need a recall, like in this case they're not playing, then you just clear, and that's fine. But you always want to have your mythic or your first item if you can to play the map.
yeah, I think a big problem I have is like I have this huge lead right now. I'm 4-1. I'm like, okay, how am I gonna lose at this point? I don't really need to be dealing with Kha'Zix too much anymore, and I stop tracking him. And then that's when like he starts getting let to he can be ahead again or start getting resources because I'm not thinking about his next move at this point. I'm like, I want to get money and back get a better back off rather than keeping the tempo up.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you gotta
Yeah,
keep doing what worked for you in the early game. It doesn't really change. Like, no matter the game, it actually doesn't really change. Um, so yeah, I mean, biggest thing is the camps here now in this game are actually worth a lot less than um, waves and plates and like using Herald. Um,
yeah,
especially when you have your first item, it's just worth a lot less. You only do these as a default if there's nothing for you to do on the map.
okay.
Awesome. All right. Anything else?
No, nah, that's everything.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you got something out of this. This is a little bit longer than normal, but I enjoy talking about Viego as always. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed and take care. See you guys on the next video. Take care.